What's going on, guys? Welcome back to an episode of Fishing with Flair. Today I have the July Lucky Tackle Box unboxing for you. Sorry it's a little bit late, pushed it to the last day of the month, but I've just been super busy getting stuff wrapped up from iCast and all that stuff. But I knew I needed to get this out before July was over. That way you guys could see, if you didn't order it, what you were missing. So I'm just going to take everything out. I'm going to try to go somewhat quick, but not too fast. Alright, set this box off to the side. Start off with the first bait is a live target. This is a gizzard shad crankbait. You can see that. Live target makes some awesome colors for any of their baits in general, but I really like them when I'm fishing clear water because I think color makes a pretty big difference when you're fishing in clear water. This one goes 5 to 7 feet. And yeah, it says it's silver gold color, but it's basically just a gizzard shad. So I'll take it out, and you guys can take a look at it here. So it's just kind of, I would consider this a medium diver, 5 to 7. Anything over 10 I consider deep. Anything over 5 I consider medium. You can see it's a pretty awesome shad imitation, which it's perfect for this time of year. The bait fish, or the bass feed on bait fish just like this for around here, about this size, whether it's brim or shad. They're usually about this size this time of year. Once they get to the fall, they might be a little bit longer, but most of the brim and bluegill and everything are about this size this time of year. So it's a perfect imitation for even bluegill. That's one thing that people get caught up on is the colors. Is this will imitate a brim just as well, just because of the top color. But yeah, so that's an awesome bait. That one goes for $12.99, so it's a nice high quality lure. It's got some nice loud rattles on it. It's a good bait to throw. I would probably throw that around rock piles, maybe bridges. I started to fish a little bit more bridges this year. That seemed to be paying off quite a bit. That's where I'd throw that lure in particular. Let's see, the next one is the Black Angel Lures Intruder Swimbait Jig Head. Comes in green pumpkin color. It's a 1-pack. It says $5. So I'm guessing that's just with one. That could be, I could be completely wrong. But it's basically just a weighted swim bait hook. Jig head. It's got the screw lock on it. Super sharp hook on there. Really stout hook. Basically just a standard jig head that you would just thread any, hollow belly swim bait, any Bass Tricks, Yum, Shadowlicious, anything like that. So like I said, I don't know. I'm doubtful that this is $5, but it definitely could be. It feels like a really high quality swim bait hook. I'm guessing that was for a full pack of them. Next, we have Fishing Physics Grub. This is $4, and this stuff is, I'll take it out and you guys can see it. This stuff is soaked with scent, in which normally I'm not a huge advocate for scent, but recently when I was at Nationals, my captain, he was kind of into the whole scent thing, and he kind of turned me on to the point where I started to realize that scent actually plays a bigger factor than I thought. So something like this that's sitting there marinated definitely could make a difference when the fishing is a little bit tougher, the fish are pressured and stuff like that. There we go. So it looks like they're individually packed. I think it comes in a 3-pack, but you can see it has that marinade stuff on it. It's basically, this one just looks like, I think they're all black. It says they're built with a lifelike feel, medium soft body for easy rigging and hook penetration, durable grubs. Like I said, it comes in a 3-pack of them, and they're soaked with earthworm. So that's the scent, the concoction that they use is to imitate an earthworm. So that's, like I said, that's always good when the fishing's heavily pressured. Grubs are good in general when the fishing is tough. It's one of those baits that will catch a lot of fish. It may not catch the big ones, but it'll catch them when you just need a couple keeper bites. And especially when they're soaked in some marinade like that, that'll always help you catch more fish. Next, we have a pack of Mustad hooks. These are 1/0 wide gap shiner hooks. Comes in a 3-pack. See there, and those go for, I don't know if I told you those, the grubs go for $4, these go for $4.99. Then it says we got a surprise item, which Oh, here we go. This is their surprise item. Goes for $4.99. We've seen these before. These are the River to Sea Stand-in Yabby 80. It's a crawfish imitation bait. These baits work awesome. They, especially in clear waters. This box just seems like it's geared towards those clear water fisheries, grubs, lifelike colors, and lifelike baits like this one, as you can see here. Super realistic looking, and it stands up on end. The jig head just stands like this, and you can see the pinchers will sit there and kind of float up. They're filled with air. When I catch fish, whether I've been throwing chatterbaits, square bills, worms, I'm always seeing these antennas. If you ever hear me in a video talking about antennas, it's these little things right here. And you can see them sticking out of the back of their throat, so you know they're eating crawfish. So something like this, smallmouth bass especially love these baits, but largemouth too. And that's a bonus for this month's box. And then we have Dr. Dan's Lip Balm. It's a bonus free item here. It's always nice when they throw in those little bonuses that you're not really expecting. And then here we have the Hound monthly booklet. It has a whole bunch of awesome articles about catching fish, certain times a year, bait modifications. I mean, it's just like, you can see how much writing's in here. It'd take you, take you an hour to thoroughly read through all this stuff. It's just got all kinds of good information. Something about Dean Rojas, one of the kings of frog fishing, has a full article in here about retrieving a frog. I know I'm definitely going to be reading that. Talking about live target baits, which is perfect because we just got one in here. More about just topwater lure. So it's July, topwater season is in full swing. They got a ton of information on that. More topwater information. Then you can have a photo contest. You can submit your photos to be featured in this magazine. And then even more tips from Scott Martin, it looks like here. Knot tying tips. There's a recipe in here. Tackle Warehouse gift cards. And then a little article about Tackle Shop Bob, and then a bait mate little promotion thing. So this thing, you guys can tell, this thing is just jam-packed with awesome information. It's always, that's the one thing I like about Lucky Tackle Box, is they really gear their baits, their articles, everything they do around time of year. It's awesome to get a frog in January, because I'm not going to complain when I get a frog, but I would rather have a jerkbait, I'd rather have a drop shot, I'd rather have a shaky head. Same thing with July, I would rather not have, those super finesse baits. I'd rather have a 10-inch worm, a big crankbait, a frog, a spook, that type of stuff. Lucky Tackle Box does a fantastic job of getting you the baits for the time of year that work. That way you can grab the box, open it up, put the baits in your tackle box, go out to the lake, and straight up just catch fish on the baits that they send. They do a great job of that. And yeah, so overall, I'll take a look at this card in case you missed any of the prices, description. Hopefully it'll focus on there for you guys. If you guys have any questions. So this box is worth $31.97. Definitely well worth the $15 or $5 if you use promo code FLAIR. So that's it for today's episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment any video suggestions. I'm always open to new content, putting out new stuff that you guys want to see. So that's it for today's episode, and thanks for watching.